All month, we want to recognize people who are struggling with alcoholism. Almost 1 in 5 Florida drinkers identify with at least one side of alcoholism, according to one recent study. McQueen and Dr. Brian Jackson are with family and addiction experts. Good morning to both of you. It's important to watch out for signs of addiction and get help, of course. These are things that we all are looking for in loved ones who may struggle with this. What are some of those signs that you really want to keep an eye out for?
Well, some of the signs and symptoms, I like to kick the daylights out of the obvious is, if something's causing consequences, it might be a problem. And so if alcohol is causing problems, you might have an alcohol problem. The other one is, if you set a limit for yourself, like you want to have 3 drinks and you end up having 5 or 6, you might want to take a look at who has control over the alcohol, you or the alcohol.
I want to talk to you about 2 things we just had up on the screen there, and that is feeling powerless and developing those cravings. Let's start with the feeling of being powerless. Is that a struggle that a lot of people struggling with this have, that they're powerless over it?
Go ahead.
Yes, in fact, what may have started off as something that was really something that you can control now becomes out of control, and it takes over you and you become powerless over that disease.
And the cravings, that's a reality that you deal with the addiction and coming out of it. Those cravings are really something that can cause a setback, doctor?
Yeah, physical cravings and a mental obsession about the drinking is something that will happen as you progress in terms of the drinking. It's physically addictive. Alcohol is full of sugar, and it's also a craving for the sugar, if you will. So you're not getting good REM sleep, and you may be feeling like you're anxious, and a lot of that is a craving for the sugar and the alcohol.
Talk to me about the circle around people who struggle with this. Family members, friends. What role do they play? When should they be getting involved? When do they really need to step in?
So family members and the role that they play is oftentimes counterintuitive to what they actually think is helpful. Sometimes they're enabling and they don't even realize that they're enabling because of their own fears, because of their own denial. So it's really important that if they start to see a problem statement, that they start to seek help themselves so they can understand better ways to, help the person that may or may not have an abuse situation. So they can start to, when they start taking over and their thoughts become obsessive with the person, that's a pretty clear indication that there's something really wrong here. Maybe they're trying to control what they're doing. They're nagging at them. They're constantly aware of what's going on with that particular person. Those are good signs that there's something that is taking over them as opposed to the addicted person.
McQueen and Dr. Brian Jackson, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Such an important thing that so many families are struggling with. Lauren?